Hi there, this is Ruth Ruttan from Retrofit Pilates. I'm the education coordinator here and a master instructor. Today we're going to talk about the movement principle, one of the building blocks of the Pilates repertoire exercises, and that is of inner core activation. So these are just a few little tiny exercises that you can use to help you find that inner core activation through the breath. So we're going to start lying down on our back, and we're going to put our fingertips just on the inside of the hip bone. So I'm looking for those bony landmarks, and then I'm moving my fingers in just a little bit. We're going to be in a neutral pelvis, so my pubic bone and my hip bones are on that same plane, and there is a curve in my low back, and ideally my ribs are dropping gently down into the mat as well. So as I breathe in, I want to feel just a little bit of natural expansion, and as I exhale, I want to think of just gently pulling my abdominals or my belly away from my fingertips. There should be a slight increase in tension, as if the hip bones are trying to pull together. I don't want to squeeze so much and clench that my fingertips then get my abdominals popping back into them. That would be overactivation or activating into the oblique muscles. I want to just feel enough that the fingertips pull away. You can use some imagery here as well. You can think of the hip bones coming together, or you can even think of a flex band pulling apart at the hip bones, whichever one helps you find more connection to that sensation of a little tiny bit of tension through across the hips. So once you've felt like you're connecting to the deepest layer of our abdominals here, the transversus, you can add a hip lift or a flat back bridge. So we're going to take our inhale, and as we exhale, we want to feel that activation, press into the heels and lift the hips, trying to feel that same connection as we support from the bottom, and then dropping the tailbone right back down. So we're exhaling and thinking of lifting from the hip bones, hinging at the hip, and on the way down, we're thinking of dropping that tail. It's really easy to pop the ribs here. So giving me a nice exhale will help maybe connect that or soften the ribs. Another place to learn the abdominal connection, or that transversus connection and connecting to the inner core, is on hands and knees. And arguably this might be a lot easier for people to grasp. So we're on hands and knees with our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees. And even though we call this a flat back position, there is a gentle curve to my low back, just as if I was standing. My sit bones are pointing straight out the back, and my tail feathers are gently lifted. I'm trying to give you a wide collarbone and shoulder blades. And then I'm going to take a breath in and fill my shirt with my belly. And as I exhale, I'm going to gently pull my belly back up away from my shirt without changing the shape of my spine. So again, that's an inhale. And then an exhale to pull the abdominals and the belly just gently away from my shirt. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling that gently pull back up inside, all while trying to remain in that really nice neutral 4-point kneeling position. So those are just 3 of the exercises that might help someone find a connection to using the breath and how that affects their inner core unit. Thanks for joining us.